Okay, guys, this is your Latin America unit assessment. Remember that this is just like any other YouTube video. You can pause it. You can pause it and go back to listen again, or you can move forward if you already know something. Use all of those tools to help you. Number 1. According to the excerpt, Feijoada can be considered a modern example of how Brazilian culture was impacted by A. The colonization of the Portuguese, B. The creation of newer technologies, C. The modification of the environment, or D. The introduction of African cooking methods. Number 2. According to the excerpt, Feijoada can be considered an example of a modern cultural practice that has been F. Changed over time, G. Influenced by the past, H. Shaped by the environment, or J. Inspired by technological advances. Number 3. Which of the following best explains the cultural pattern shown in the diagram? A. African slaves brought new religious traditions to South America. B. Spanish colonization of South America spread new religious traditions. C. Incan leaders encouraged people in South America to convert to new religions. D. Colonial immigrants adopted the beliefs of indigenous people living in South America. Number 4. Which of the following cultural descriptions best completes the diagram? F. Newly blended culture. G. Spanish-speaking culture. H. Highly segregated culture. J. Mestizo-dominated culture. Number 5. The above images of architecture are examples of how Mexico and Canada have been influenced by A. Concepts of equality, B. Free enterprise economics, C. Cultural diffusion of religion, D. Ideas of limited government. Number 6. Which issue inspired Diego Rivera to produce artwork such as this example? F. Women's rights. G. Political corruption. H. Historical appreciation. Or J. Environmental conditions. Number 7. Mayan cities have been uncovered in the Yucatan Peninsula near Cancun. Mayan villages still exist today near the mountains of northern Guatemala. What conclusion can you draw about cultural diffusion based on the map? A. Mexico and Guatemala have the same government. B. The border of Guatemala was a barrier to cultural diffusion. C. Mexico and Guatemala are important trading partners of the Maya. D. The Mayan culture spread throughout a large section of Central America. Be sure to pause and go back to look at the map to answer this question, but I can't fit the map and all of the answer choices on the page together, so I'm scrolling down. Number 8. Based on information on the map, which geographic feature marks the division between Central America and South America? F. Border of Haiti and Dominican Republic. G. Yucatan Peninsula. H. Lake Nicaragua. J. Isthmus of Panama. Same recommendation on this question. Be sure you scroll back up to look at the map before answering. Number 9. Which of the following letters indicates the correct location of Mexico on the above map? Which region of South America does the Amazon River Basin mostly cover? F. Bolivia. G. Brazil. H. Chile. J. Peru. Number 11. What geographic feature helps Peru and Chile to protect their eastern boundary? A. Lake Titicaca. B. Pacific Ocean. C. Amazon River. D. Andes Mountains. Number 12. Which European nation attempted to colonize Haiti and left an ongoing cultural legacy on Haitian society? F. Holland. G. Portugal. H. France. J. England. Number 13. Which of the following is one way cultures of Central America were influenced by Spanish colonization? A. Farming became the primary economic activity in the region. B. Christianity and the Spanish language were introduced into the region. C. Mayan cultural practices were adopted by the Spanish settlers in the region. D. Women gained greater equality when Spanish laws were applied to the region. Number 14. The origins of calypso music in the Caribbean region can be traced to the contributions of F. Spanish conquistadors that first landed on Hispaniola. That one's fun to say, huh? G. Mayans who regularly traveled to the region from Mexico. H. British colonists that settled in the region in large numbers. J. Africans who were brought to the region as enslaved people. Number 15. The Columbian Exchange introduced which economic activity into South American culture? A. Cattle ranching. B. Terrace farming. C. Railroad building. Or D. Tobacco cultivation. Number 16. What is one way that the migration of European colonists to South America changed the character of the region? F. Men and women gained greater social equality. G. Economic practices reverted to traditional methods. H. Religion and language patterns changed significantly. J. Native groups switched from terrace to field farming. Number 17. What two renewable resources have been the focus of tension in the Amazon River Basin? A. Coal and silver. B. Cattle and sheep. C. Natural gas and oil. D. Timber and fertile soil. Number 18. Many people living in Central America have modified the physical environment by F, burning volcanic rock as a source of fuel, G, building dams to control flooding along rivers, H, cutting down rainforests to clear land for farming, J, constructing seawalls to stop the force of hurricanes. Number 19. How was most of the labor supplied to sugar plantations in Brazil during the 18th and 19th centuries? A, by indentured servants, B, by the Columbian Exchange, C, by the transatlantic slave trade, D, by the indigenous populations. Number 20. Which cultural trait distinguishes Brazil from most other nations in South America? F, lack of education, G, Portuguese language, H, Protestant religious beliefs, J, carnival religious celebration. Number 21. Enslaved Africans that were brought for work in South America were also responsible for the diffusion of many new popular forms of A, architecture, B, advanced weaponry, C, dance, foods, and music, D, sculpture, painting, and art. Number 22. Which technology led to a diffusion of culture from Europe to Latin America in the late 1400s and 1500s? F, railroads, G, caravel ships, H, printing press, J, telegraph lines. '23. Which of the following is one-way language patterns in the Caribbean were affected by cultural diffusion? A, English eventually displaced other languages in the region. B, Spanish became the official language in the Caribbean islands. C, languages from West Africa came to dominate the Caribbean. D, several European languages replaced many indigenous languages. Number 24. One of the negative effects of the cultural diffusion Latin America experienced during the age of European exploration of the New World included F, an expansion of the slave trade, G, an increased number of dangerous storms, H, the introduction of cattle ranching, or J, the destruction of tropical rainforest. '25. Which of the following conclusions about the level of economic development in South America is best supported by the information in the table? A, the region is home to countries that have adopted communist systems. B, the region is characterized by economic growth in developed economies. C, the region experiences high poverty rates and a lack of educational resources. Or D, the region is dependent on imports of food and clothing from other countries. Number 26. Based on the information in the chart, which country is experiencing the highest level of economic development in comparison to the others? F, Brazil, G, Chile, H, Ecuador, J, Peru. Number 27. Based on the information in the table, which environmental modification would most likely be common in each of these Latin American countries? A, mining, B, ranching, C, drilling for oil, D, harvesting timber. And that's it. Congratulations, you finished.